I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've seen mini PCs before, tiny boxes that promise desktop power but usually leave you wanting more. But this ASUS NUC 15 Pro? It actually changed my mind. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and it's quietly become the backbone of my setup. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I wasn't expecting much when it arrived. It's small, sure, about the size of a paperback book, but what surprised me was how much it could do. This isn't one of those underpowered office machines. It's got an Intel Core 7240H processor inside, which is a 10-core, 16-thread beast that can boost up to 5.2 GHz. I've run video editing software, virtual machines, and even a couple of AI tools on it without breaking a sweat. And it stays quiet the whole time, which is saying something because my old desktop sounded like a jet engine after 20 minutes of rendering. One of the things I love most is the 64 GB of DDR5 RAM. I've never had a mini PC handle so many browser tabs, multiple IDEs, and a couple of Docker containers all at once without slowing down. I even tried running Linux Mint as my daily driver for a week, and it was smooth, no lag, no crashes. The 2 TB PCIe SSD is fast too. Booting up and loading large files feels instant, which makes a real difference when you're in a hurry. The build quality is solid. ASUS went with a tool-free design, so upgrading storage or RAM is as easy as popping off a panel and sliding in a new stick. I swapped in an extra 1 TB SSD last weekend in about 5 minutes, no tools, no fuss. That kind of flexibility is rare in a mini PC, and it means this thing can grow with your needs instead of becoming obsolete in a couple of years. Cooling is another area where this machine impresses. I've run it for hours doing heavy workloads, and the fan stays at a low hum. It never throttled, never got hot to the touch. That's thanks to ASUS's advanced thermal design, which uses a vapor chamber and multiple heat pipes to keep things stable. If you're someone who needs a reliable machine that won't overheat during long renders or data processing, this is a big deal. Connectivity is where this NUC really shines. It's got Thunderbolt 4, Wi-Fi 7, and supports up to 4 4K displays. I hooked it up to 2 4K monitors and a 1440p TV for a triple display setup, and the performance was flawless. The Thunderbolt 4 port even let me daisy-chain a high-speed SSD and a 4K webcam without any issues. And with Wi-Fi 7, file transfers and streaming are lightning fast, no more waiting around for large datasets to upload. I also appreciate that it runs Linux Mint out of the box. It's not locked into Windows, which is great for developers, sysadmins, or anyone who prefers open-source software. The machine supports OpenClaw too, which is a neat feature if you're into retro gaming or emulation. I fired up a few classic games just to test it, and they ran perfectly. Now, it's not perfect. The price is higher than your average mini PC, so it's not a budget pick. And while the graphics are decent for everyday use and light gaming, don't expect to run high-end 3D games on it. It's got Intel UHD graphics, which is fine for most tasks but won't replace a dedicated GPU for serious gaming or professional rendering. Still, for what it does, being a compact, powerful, upgradable workstation, it's hard to beat. I've used it for coding, content creation, and even as a home server, and it's handled everything without complaint. If you need a mini PC that doesn't feel like a compromise, this ASUS NUC 15 Pro is worth considering. If you're curious, you can find all the details in the description below. I've been really happy with this little machine, and I think you might be too.